Hello everyone and welcome back to another video. Recently, we just received, about 2 hours ago, the newest trailer for Season 2 of The Halo Show. And I have to say, as someone who is in love with Halo lore and everything about Halo, when the first season came out, I was enjoying it at the time. It is not my favorite show by any means. It is definitely filled with its own flaws, but it was a okay sci-fi show at the very least. Not a good Halo show, but an okay sci-fi show. With this trailer for Season 2, I was very optimistic that the outcry of the fans will change the direction of where they take the show, and honestly, looking at this trailer, I'm hopeful and optimistic at what we get in the future. Going through it, it looks very much akin to what we wanted from a Halo show. Humanity backed at a corner. You see tons of glassing. There's the scene with the Elite in the hallway with the Marines. It just looks how we wanted the original first season to be. So I'm hopeful that it definitely makes up for it. There are a few moments that I am kind of skeptical about, given that there is a shot of Halsey with the Mystics. I can't remember their exact name, but I'm just calling them the Mystics, from Quan's subplot. From our understanding, Quan is going to be in Season 2, which I didn't mind. I assume that there's going to be more with Quan's story, and having something on a more civilian level is interesting. I was kind of hoping that we would have more Covenant interaction with Quan than her whole mystical power thing going on, and I assume that's going to be in connection to where the Halo ring is. I assume that there's a portal on Madrigal that will lead them to the Halo ring. We also get a shot of Pablo Schreiber as Master Chief. He does not have his armor on. I want to assume that same shot is in the same area as Halsey, so I want to assume that the first few episodes probably going to be the fall of Reach, because we get a lot of the fall of Reach, and then it's going to go into them actually getting to the Halo ring. I want to assume that they're going to get to the Halo ring by the end of Season 2. If they get to the Halo ring sooner, hey, I mean, props to them. They managed to get to the Halo ring sooner, but I feel like thematically, give the first few episodes a lot of attention with the Fall of Reach, and then go into the whole Mystic Arts shit on Madrigal. That's where they take the portal to go to the Halo ring, because in the description of this season, it describes that they need to find, or they're trying to find, a weapon that can help save humanity. And they talk about Halo being its savior or its destruction. And I really think what they're trying to push is that they're going to, they are actively looking for the Halo ring so they could use it. Obviously they don't know the actual intention of what the Halo ring is, but I really think that it's going to be a thing in the future that they're going to be using, or that they're going to be trying to get to it, not knowing its true intention. And I think that's what's going to happen. I think they're going to Madrigal to get to the portal that will lead them to the Halo ring. They go through the portal, or they just find the coordinates to the Halo ring. It's not like how in Halo CE that they just did a slip space jump and they managed to find their way to a Halo ring. I think now it's actually they're intending to go to the Halo ring, which honestly, on some level, I don't mind, given that in the entire fate of the galaxy was based off of random slip space jumps that Captain Keyes made. This kind of gives it more intention and incentivizes the entire cast of okay, we need to find this artifact. We don't know what it is. It could help us. We need to find it. And they find it, they learn more about it, and it just spirals from there. Honestly, if that's kind of where they're going, and this is all just my speculations, I kind of like that. That actually sounds pretty cool. It gives more incentive of just the overall Halo story, giving more reason on how humanity managed to find the first Halo. So I really like that. I think that is a good idea. If they managed to actually, if that is what is gonna happen. That's just my theory, my speculation. Another thing I do want to touch on is there is a shot with Kai in a pelican or condor, and if you slow it down, she's surrounded by people in suits of armor. It looks like the EVA helmet from the Halo games. The armor doesn't look like the standard Marine armor that is most of the Marines wear, so I'm kind of speculating those are just unnamed Spartans. What I think that they might be doing, if it's Kai and a Condor with a bunch of Spartans, they might be pulling a scene from Halo First Strike where Fred and a bunch of the Spartans are making their way down to Reach to protect the generator batteries of the anti-air guns, and I think they might be giving that storyline to Kai, because Venick, even though he's kind of the Fred archetype, I think there's another shot with him and a bunch of civilians, so I think he's gonna be mostly on civilian duty, but I think they might be giving that storyline to Kai. Again, I'm not too sure because there is another shot where Master Chief is protecting a Marine, which I think is the same Marine that we see throughout the trailer. There's a few different shots of her. I can't find any information on that actress. Been trying to find information and I couldn't. So if anybody in the comments can figure out who that actress is and what her role is in season 2, that'd be awesome. But she kind of wears similar, at least like color design in the shot with Master Chief to the rest of those soldiers. So those might just be Marines that are like wearing armor to protect them from the glassing with all the fog and the fire and the smoke. That's my main speculation if it is Marines, but it would be really cool if in the Fall of Reach we get a whole bunch of different Spartans, that we just see them, even if they're unnamed Spartans, they're just other Spartans that are there to help to protect Reach. They're pulling out all stops. That, I would really be hopeful that that's what they do, and then if they do decide to give names to those Spartans, they could do like other side stories and shit with those Spartans if they decide to. Like, the opportunity is endless. So yeah, those are kind of my initial speculations. I imagine other people will be doing better breakdown videos, but this is just my initial thoughts, my first reactions, and kind of my overall theory and speculation of what they're going to be doing with this season and what they're going for in this season. I'm very hopeful. I'm keeping my expectations low, but I am optimistic because first season, the trailers looked great, but it didn't live up to the hype, and I am afraid that season 2 is going to be like that as well. But hey, February 8th, I'm pretty sure, is when the first episode drops, so I'll see you then. Have a good day.